Well, good morning, good evening, and g'day. This is again going to be something a little bit different. It's not so much motorbike rider related, but many of you know, because of my name, the Creative Cruiser, I am very creative. I'm always coming up with ideas. I paint, I write, blah, blah, blah. Some of you may know that I wrote a couple of musicals that were touring Australia, and then COVID hit and I lost all that business. I produced events, I've had exhibitions. Anyway, I have written a play. I just haven't been very successful in getting it off the ground, probably because maybe I need to fine tune it a bit more. But what I thought I'd do is I thought I'd turn this play into a children's book. And it's very quick, so hang in there. It's only going to be a couple of minutes. I'm going to read you now this children's book and you can tell me what you think. I haven't even gone to publishers. It needs to be illustrated. There's a whole bunch of work that is behind the scenes, but I want to read you this. You also know I'm an atheist. I don't believe in religions and anything like that, but this is actually about faith and belief systems and how certain countries and certain cultures deal with the grieving process of loss. So the title of my book is called The Telephone of the Wind. So long ago, in a village by the sea in Japan, a great wave came. The earth shook and the sea roared louder than thunder. Many people were swept away and families were left with hearts full of their missing loved ones. But on a hill above the town, there stood a small glass telephone booth. Inside was an old telephone that wasn't connected to anything at all, and they called it the Telephone of the Wind. Takami was 12, with curious eyes and brave shoulders that were still learning how to carry sadness. He had lost his father when the great wave came. Every week he climbed the hill to the Telephone of the Wind. He would pick up the receiver, close his eyes and whisper, "Papa, it's me. I did well at maths today. I'm looking after Mum and Grandma. I hope you're proud. Mia still teases me, but well, she is a girl." The wind carried his words across the sea. His big sister Mia thought he was silly. "It's just an old phone, Takumi. It doesn't even work. Look, it's not even plugged in." Takumi smiled. "Maybe not for us, but maybe for the wind." She rolled her eyes, but sometimes, just sometimes, she thought she could hear whispers too. One afternoon, Mum and Grandma joined them. The wind was gentle, like someone breathing softly. Mum picked up the phone and said, "Hello, my love. The cherry blossoms are blooming again, our favourite time of year. The bees are buzzing and your hives are alive. There is so much honey. The children are growing strong and we miss you every day. My mum arrives next week from Sydney to help. We will have 2 grandmothers here. I'll be sure to bring her here to say g'day or konnichiwa," she giggled as she hands Grandma the phone. Grandma Sachiko smiled. Her voice was quiet and kind. Her words felt like warm sunlight. "Nee, I wish I could see you, my son. A mother should not be here without her children. I care for your garden and the children make me proud." Mia, listening closely, didn't understand the words, but she felt the love inside of them. Mia didn't want to speak. Her hands trembled a little, but the others waited and the wind waited too. Grandma Shikiko steps forward to Mia and points to her mobile phone and says, "This is also not plugged in. Yet you see and you hear and you speak." Mia shows great respect for her grandmother. She walks into the booth and takes the old-fashioned telephone from her. "Hi, Papa," she whispered. "I've been practicing violin. I think I'm getting better. I'm sorry I called you stinky before you left that day." A tear rolled down her cheek. "I miss you. Are there bees where you are?" The wind danced around her, soft and kind, and she thought she heard a hum, like the buzz of bees far, far away. When it was Takumi's turn again, he said, "Papa, we'll be okay. I'll look after everyone. You look after the children up there. Their mums and dads are still so sad. If you do your job there, we'll do ours here." Takumi stands tall. "I am the man of the house now." He whispers into the phone with his back to the others so they can't hear. "Papa, soon there will be Grandma Gloria here. That makes 4 girls in the house. Maybe like you, I'll take some long walks in the garden." He hangs up the phone carefully and smiles at the others. The wind blew through the cherry blossoms and they felt just a little lighter and happier. Every week they came back. sometimes to talk and sometimes just to listen. And though no one could hear voices through the phone, their hearts began to heal. Because love, like the wind, can never be unplugged. Well, that's all. I just want to give you this little bit of information as well. In 2011, a great earthquake and tsunami struck Japan. Nearly 16,000 people lost their lives. On a hill in the town of Ostushi, a man named Itara Sasaki built a phone booth to speak to his lost cousin. Soon, thousands of people came from all over Japan to send their messages into the wind. The telephone of the wind still stands today, a place where voices of love travel through air, memory, and heart. Because love, like the wind, can never be unplugged. My daughter Chloe, who lives in Japan, is going to do the illustrations for that. So tell me what you think. I know some people say it's a little bit sad, but yes, it is. And it was a sad event. But within that sadness, there's ways to deal with the sadness and the grief. And I think that the Japanese people are an amazing culture, and they have found a way to deal with that terrible tragedy. That is all from me. Bye.